called beach. To the beach. Go to the beach.
There is a saying in Mumbai that the monsoons in Mumbai hits different. And yeah, you have to live in Mumbai to realize that. It just rains continuously for 3 months starting from June. And here we are at the end of August making our trip into the hills, into the monsoon towards Mahabaleshwar. So, Mahabaleshwar was one hill station that had left untouched for us, reason being it's a bit further away compared to Lonavala, Mulshi, Mathiran, or other places nearby. But then we have been to Lonavala multiple times, but till now we haven't figured out a reason to stay there and not return back to my home, which is like 1.5 hours away from Lonavala. So that's why I just wanted to explore what is there in terms of the chill weather. Do we have anything comparable to Cherrapunji nearby? And there it was. So, like parents with two young toddlers, it's not easy to go out just the moment that you think about going out. I mean, I always have this tendency of going out for a tour and trip with the family whenever possible, but then my wife is there to pull me to the ground. And yeah, starting off early in the morning, although my long time wish, it's very difficult to go out anywhere early in the morning. So typically it's late in the evening that we start, and this time also we started off at around 5 p.m. from Navi Mumbai. So the plan that we made was it was a Thursday. It was a Thursday. So we will spend a night at Alibag, and then which is like 1.5 hours from my home, and then we start off towards Mahabaleshwar the next day from Alibag. So in between there is this Sai Sahara resort and restaurant that falls somewhere between Navi Mumbai and Alibag, and it's a I mean, we have passed by this place multiple times in the past, never thought about stopping because it was too close to my home. But this time we stopped because it was already quite late. It was around 6:30 when we reached there. Almost it was dawn. So you can see right behind all those hills that were there. So you can actually stay at this property. The room start from I think somewhere around 2,500 or 3,000 or 4,000 bucks. And we did think that maybe if we hadn't made a booking in Alibag that day, we would have rather stayed here. We had our dinner here. The food was really good. I mean, I liked it, although Olivia found it a bit spicy. And the kids, the only thing that they had was some ice cream. I mean, Olivia took all the effort of cooking a meal for them, but then they would not even touch it at this restaurant. So there they are rushing towards the ice cream parlor, and yeah, once they had it, we could eat with ease. We also had this packed pan, which was again, me and my wife both, we love to have pan from time to time. So I was searching for a pan in the pan shop, but they were all selling these packed pan, which is, I don't know what it is. It's like a mixture of all sorts of pan masalas, honey and sweet. There would just be a tiny bit of pan in it. So from there we reach Alibag late at night, somewhere around 9:30, 9 or 9:30. And there the kids are. That's the basement of the Airbnb that we had booked. I'll just show around the place a bit. It was a cozy little place. So this building that comes with small apartments of one RK or one BHK. We took one BHK, and this is what the ambience of the place was. I'll just show you around, and then the next day when we start off, I will again come back and guide you through. Yippee! Jumping! is jumping?
The bed will break.
Do you realize at a fundamental level, at the building blocks level, there is no difference at all between what makes you versus what makes anything that you see in this picture? This plastic bag, this aluminium bottle, the refrigerator, the doors, the ceiling, the wall, the building blocks are all same. The fundamental particles of physics like quarks, gluons, whatever it is, it's all the same. So with this we close the first night. Early in the morning I woke up when the rest of the family was sleeping, and from the balcony we could see this beautiful temple, and drenched in heavy rain it had an aura in itself. So I stood there for some time and then we started off towards Mahabaleshwar. Where are we going? We are going to the mountain, and we'll see the rain and clouds and cold weather. Remember? Where are we going?
For mountains. Say.
Before starting from Navi Mumbai, I had checked the weather forecast, and it was not showing that it would rain the next day. But the moment I opened my eyes in the morning, right, it was rained like anything. And when we started, the intensity of the rains just kept increasing. As we moved towards the hill section, right, on in Alibag, one thing is peculiar, right? You have hills in one side and the beaches on one side, and pretty soon, I mean, you would leave the beaches behind and then you would be totally into the hilly terrains. And everywhere you look around, right, it's all green, green and green. The moment that you can stretch till the very last views that your eyes can capture, everything will be all green. And the rest of the folks in the car that you can see are taking a good nap. My wife didn't want me to put this in the video. So I am driving. Baby is poking his nose, his favorite pastime. Look at how yummy it is. And Bam Bam is again taking relish in the views as his daddy. So the road is all so beautiful. This is the same road that you would take when we would drive from Mumbai to Goa. It's the same road, right? It's so scenic, especially in the monsoons when everything is all green. You have the big mountains on one side, and you have the valleys, and you would see waterfalls from far away running down the slopes and the jagged ends of the mountains. And the road, it's an experience in itself. Anyone who lives in Mumbai, do take a long drive and a road trip from Mumbai to Goa, especially in the monsoons. It is a treat to the eyes. The roads are decent. You would find lots and lots of greenery. You can stay in between if you want. I mean, all these places are scenic, right? You can take a homestay anywhere. So this is the section where we have to take, it's near Chiplun, where you have to take a left and then the proper ride towards the hill starts. So that's where the base of Mahabaleshwar starts from. It's hardly around an hour from here till the city. And Mahabaleshwar is basically a twin city. I would not call it a twin city, it's a twin town. Mahabaleshwar and then Panchgani, which is like another 15 kilometers away. And when we were checking the Airbnbs, The thing that I was able to find was most of the Airbnbs were located in Panchgani and not in Mahabaleshwar. It was mostly the hotels in Mahabaleshwar. So I didn't make any bookings because there were a lot of options available. I thought that once I am in Mahabaleshwar, then maybe wherever we sit down to eat, I'll just check what's the nearest option nearby and then make the booking accordingly. So the journey of this last hour from the base to Mahabaleshwar is again, the more you climb up the hills, that's what happens in hill stations, right? Look at the velvety sides of the roads. Can anything beat that? That's the view that I keep on dreaming about every time I mean, every weekend basically, this is what goes in my mind, right? Can I go out with my family towards the mountains? I might not have money, uh, but I have a heart, right? I can imagine. So even if I'm at home, I would keep on imagining these views. And after so many days, if I'm able to realize my dream, I'm more than happy with it. So what? I cannot go early in the morning, right? So what? The most of the day is either spent getting the kids ready. But yeah, whatever glimpses of happiness more than whatever spending the time with my family I am able to get, I'm more than happy with it. So anyway, these winding roads where it's mesmerizing. I mean, you just have to experience it in yourself. So I recorded so many video content while going up, right? And when I started looking at them after coming back, right, I just could, it was so hard for me to cut portions out of it. The videos were so freaking good, and that's when I realized, I mean, I have kept on posting videos on this channel. Initially I thought that these would be for everyone around, right? Anyone who can maybe randomly drop to my page and then they would see the videos and maybe watch it, and then that's why I should make good quality content, I should use a good camera and all. But over the time what I've realized is, it doesn't matter if other people don't see it. I am making this for you, my kids. I am making this for you, Rishik and Satvik, my baby and Bam Bam. When you grow up, when I would be old, maybe we can watch these videos together and then maybe I will relish these moments, right? The time is always moving and it's moving so fast. The last 10 years, right? It still feels so fresh. I was out of college and into a new job. Now it's over 10 years. And I don't know how many years are actually left in this life. Even if I am to grow old and then go, then also over half of my life is over. I just have these many years left with you. So yeah, these videos are for you. When you watch these videos, I want you to feel the love that I have for you. I believe you would be able to feel it. So back to the reality. So right, just look at the view. I mean, this truck, the way it moved, right? Is it anything less than whatever footage I have seen of places like Switzerland, right? So that's one more thing within me. I don't have a wishful thinking of going out to all these far-flung places, right, where you have to spend much more, where you have to take much more effort in going there on a flight, on a 12-hour flight. I am much more content driving through these hills, in these clouds, in the cloudy mountains, in the rains, right next to my home. So that's why maybe a lot of people would not find me attractive, right? I do not have the wish of going everywhere around. I am content with whatever I have in front of me and not discontent with what I don't have. So yeah, that was the view somewhere up towards Mahabaleshwar. We stopped at a small shack on the roadside to have some small snacks. There were some sweet corn that I could see they were cooking, and We just wanted to have that. Hello. बॉयल कर दो। ये बॉयल किया क्या? ये बॉयल करके बनाया है क्या? कितना पानी रहता है? What happened to your tongue? My videos for anyone other than Bam Bam and Baby, if you watch my video, have some patience. Take some time out of your busy lives. I am putting up an hour long content this time, right? This is probably the longest content that I have ever put on my channel. Take an hour out of your life, right? Watch the video if you find it soothing enough. I have tried to minimize deletions of videos because what will I delete from this? Just look at the view. So yeah, have some patience and watch this, and especially Rishik and Satvik. Let's see if 20-30 years down the line we have these kind of clouds in the mountains. I don't know what the earth will be like 30 years down the line, but yes, this is what it looked like right now. This is the thing, the roads, the mountains, the greeneries, the cleanliness that we have passed through during this trip. Now talking about memories, Rishik and Satvik, when you grow up, you know one thing, there is nothing called the oldest memory that a person can have. There is never an oldest memory. Just think deep through it. Think for a moment, what is the oldest thing that you can remember? The moment you have thought about a particular incident, if you think deeper about it, you will definitely find something even more older. So the brain has an image, a record of each and everything that has happened. I hope with this video you will also get to relive the very moments. Although I know you are too young to even remember anything so many years down the line. But yeah, we were so happy, we were so enjoying the weather. And the phone's camera, the surprising thing about it, if I have not already talked about it, it looks much clearer on the phone camera compared to what your eyes actually was seeing. So by this time we were almost at Mahabaleshwar, and one thing to note about Mahabaleshwar is that the entry point towards Mahabaleshwar is filled with waterfall at each and every corner that the mountain takes. So wherever you go, just look at one side, you will for sure see a numerous numbers of waterfall, one after the another. You know, my babies, I have only 4 pictures of my childhood, and exactly 2 pictures with my father, 3 pictures with my father and mother together, and a couple of pictures where me and my sister are together. It's not an exclusive set of definitions that I have given. So in total I have 5 pictures in different permutation and combination of the family members. So that's all I have. So when I make this over an hour long video, I think of myself. If I had such long hours of images, videos, at that time videos didn't exist, phones didn't exist, personal cameras didn't exist, right? Then I would have relished and enjoyed those moments again, and these would have been the best possessions that I would have had. So as I'm making this, I hope these data will succeed lasting the time periods. You don't know when what tech goes away, right? I need Google and YouTube also to be successful and to keep on winning and rising, only so that these videos can be preserved. So there again you see a waterfall and some tourists that have got down, and some are even taking plunges. So there was a time when if I would have noticed a waterfall anywhere, right, the first thing I would have done is to jump right into it. We reached Mahabaleshwar at around 5:36, and it was not a happy destination, right? So the Airbnb that we first booked, it was something that didn't turn out to be great, so we had to cancel it. We had to ask for a refund. Then we got a refund and finally booked one more homestay, which was in Panchgani. So Panchgani is like another 15 kilometers from Mahabaleshwar, and we drove at 8:30 p.m. from Mahabaleshwar to Panchgani. We reached there at around 10:30. We checked into our Airbnb. I'll show the images of that also soon. Then I took a small stroll around the market of Panchgani. I went to Mahabaleshwar also the next day. The video also has footage from there. But what I feel is Panchgani, if I compare these two places, right? If you're a rain lover, if you love the fog and the mist, Mahabaleshwar is a better place to stay. But then Mahabaleshwar typically has mostly hotels, and with 2 toddlers and kids who would keep on running around in the house and running around in the floor, hotels, however clean hotels seem from the outside, these will never be clean enough for for us, especially Olivia. We moved to the Airbnb, and there also, I mean, although it was clean and pristine, Olivia also mopped the floor to get it further clean. So I had some chicken barbecue at Panchgani market. It was really delicious. I just first thought of trying once with a small portion, but it turned out to be so great that I took a whole half portion and gobbled it right away. This tasted like a barbecue place that we have at our hometown called Bhai Bhai Tikka. The taste was very much like that, and so I had a lot there. And the next day also I took Olivia also to have a feast there. कल क्या खिलाओगे? ठीक है. So the Mumbai Jaika bro offered to visit again the next day for Tangri Kebab, and I did go there. So it was quite late by the time we reached the Airbnb, but the babies had their fun because it was a spacious one and there was a kitchen also, so everyone was sort of content, although Olivia did end up cleaning the floor again. So I'll show you around the property the next day. But it was a good place, it was a happy place and a cozy place. I would of course recommend people to come back to this place. It was an apartment and felt like home. So there you can see Bam Bam enjoying his best, and baby is also doing his bit. Bam Bam! Chadwick, Bam Bam. This is also the first period of time when Bam Bam became much more expressive. Previously, I mean, now you can see, right, in the videos also. Bam Bam now onwards, you would count, you would call the alphabets, you would look around when I call your name, you would even give ummas whenever I ask for. So, yeah, this trip has been dedicated to Bam Bam. So, that's how the next day looks like. हंसते हुए गालों में जितने तो मिलते जाए तुम्हें लगे थोड़ी थोड़ी जब भी तुले अंगड़ाई दिल झूम झूम दिल झूम झूम दिल झूम झूम और सोनिया सोनिया मैंने तुझे देखा हंसते हुए गालों में So it was, I think, 10:30 by this time, and I already had a long stroll around the compound and the nearby areas, while the rest of the team members were deep in their sleep. So I'll just walk you around the same place again before I come back to the room to show it. So the homestay that we stayed in was near a school called Shalom International School in Panchgani. And at around 10:30 again, my second solo tour started because the wife and the kids were still sleeping. So first I went to a viewpoint called Tate Point. So this was very close to where we stayed. And again, just look at the view from here. So it's all about the valleys around Mahabaleshwar. This is what people crave to see, right? The velvety fields, lush green meadows, and the lakes, and small towns in the valley, right? That's all you can see from here and enjoy the weather. Next, I went to one more viewpoint in Panchgani, the most popular one probably, the Tabletop Mountain. So it's one of Asia's largest flat top mountain, and there you can have a lot of sporting activities in the regular season, not in the monsoon. You can ride a horse. There are different melas also outside, but because it's a rainy season, all these activities are off for the time being, and you can just enjoy the view, another view of the landscape from there. गरम है गरम है So at Tabletop Mountain itself, there is a cave restaurant called Tiger's Den Cave. So there are some stairs running down from the Tabletop Mountain to the cave, and I asked someone who said he doesn't know how how many stairs I have to go, but anyway, still I took the plunge, and there it is. I mean, it was not a long way off. Just look at the views. कितना बड़ा है टनल? 2 मिनट अच्छा ठीक है करते हैं तो फिर पे करना है या निकल के दो एक ही लो पर्सन ठीक है करते हैं ये लाइट के रात में जलता है कि अभी जलेगा अभी ये वाला लाइट नहीं जल रहा है लोग तो आ गए हैं जलाना चाहिए ये ऐसे क्या मोबाइल लाइट जला के जाना पड़ेगा अच्छा Life is back. So this was Tiger's Den 1. There is one more Tiger's Den that's located somewhere in the same hills, and you can also trek to that cave if you have more time. So I try to complete my task before everyone wakes up, so I had time until this only. And then I returned to the top of the tabletop mountain. Big trees. Look this side. Look. Oh, you want to look this side? Come.
Oh, I do like to see the
Is it sunny?
It's cold.
It's cold. You don't like cold? You like hot? Look this side. Look, look. Where is the red car? Look, there is the red car. Look, look. This side. Can you see the red car? Can you see it? There it is. A little baby. Kids, you know, a trend that has happened. I don't know whether overall people started moving towards homestays from hotels, but that also happened right at a time when we also started feeling that hotels are not good enough when you go out for tours. You need a home. So that's why wherever we go now, we go for a homestay or an Airbnb or somewhere where we can cook our food and just settle down as a regular home for the next 2-3 days whenever we stay. And because it feels like home, even if we don't go outside to roam around, the feeling of carrying a home with us wherever we go gives a sense of happiness from the inside at all times. So there you can see the kids playing around in the apartment while the wife is getting ready. And at around 4 p.m. we started off with our sightseeing with the entire family. So we stopped at a sightseeing location. There we had some guavas and corn, and from there you can see these beautiful waterfalls on the other side of the mountain. So like I said, Mahabaleshwar compared to Panchgani is a bit more colder, bit more foggier and bit more rainier. So it takes around half an hour from Panchgani to Mahabaleshwar, and you can already see that the fog has intensified a lot. Our next site was a very famous Mapro garden in Mahabaleshwar. So this is one of the largest fruit pulp farm in the country, and during winters it's full of berries and strawberries and all these things. But over the entire year, this is one of the places where tourists would flock to Panchgani and Mahabaleshwar to visit. It's a sprawling complex. There is no charge as such that would be taken for you to go inside. Once inside, there is a chocolate cafe. There are various sites where you can click those iconic Mahabaleshwar pics with a strawberry, with a Tata Nano, the flagship Mapro car. There are also some kids gambling shops where you can, I mean, if you're lucky enough, you can win some teddy bears. There was a scam going there when we reached. So one person was continuously winning the teddies, and it seemed like he's one of their own who are just trying to entice customers. Olivier did play the game, as you will be seeing later in the video, but unfortunately he didn't win. So again, just like I said, that's the iconic Mapro Nano. And there left side there is this chocolate cafe. We were pretty hungry by this time. So I mean we didn't know it was a chocolate cafe, so we just went ahead towards it. But then later on when we found out it was a chocolate cafe, we just searched for the regular restaurant, and there we had some french fries and I don't know what else. I think hot chocolates and all. The prices were really expensive in the restaurant. I'm not sure. It's a completely veg restaurant, so veg people would have a good time. But then the prices were really expensive. Apart from that, they also had a departmental store from where you can buy all the Mapro products. And one good thing is that you get to taste the samples of all the Mapro mocktails, and juices, and chocolates, everything you can just try before you buy. So there was this nice uh, game for kids where they would be dangling down a rope and they can burgle as many chocolates as they want. I asked baby you to try it out, but then you were so scared. You called no, you will do it, and so we didn't do it. Anyway, the other thing is you can buy a cup and fill it with as many chocolates as you want. I think it costs 200 rupees, and whatever quantity you can stuff in that bottle, it's yours. The restaurant is so picturesque. You can just sit here and spend hours. It's located on a hill slope, and there are strawberry plantations around. Again, since the time of the year was not having any fruits or berries, anyone come during the harvest season, they would be seeing strawberries all around the farm. And I think you can also go and pluck the strawberries and eat right there. From what I've seen all around the town of Panchgani, it seems like Mapro has done some real good marketing. You can see the bottles are really good, the packaging is so good. It feels like whoever goes to that place are bound to come back with some stuff or the other. We picked some chocolates on our way. Yummy. Oh yes, and also a Mapro strawberry pillow. The entirety of Mahabaleshwar and Panchgani is littered with these ice cream parlors, and we also tried a strawberry and mulberry ice cream from here. It was good. After that, we went to Mall Road in Mahabaleshwar. And again, Olivia and the kids didn't go. I parked my car outside the Mall Road and they stayed in the car. They didn't want to come out. And I just took a stroll around the place. Again, the place is filled with shops from where you can buy some goodies, some mementos, fridge magnets, etc., that you can share with your friends or maybe keep it inside your homes as a decoration. Apart from that, there are various shawl shops, sweet shops, there are some wine shops. So whatever you need, Mall Road is the one-stop solution for anything that you want to have. There are also multiple restaurants nearby, and because it was Ganpati Utsav, there were I think 3 or 4 Ganpati pandals that I saw there. Again, the place was completely drenched in fog, mist, and rain. This is the kind of place that I love. But again, just like I said in an earlier part of the video, right? Mahabaleshwar is more for, let's say, couples or families with elder kids who do not make a mess, because you find are hotels in this city, and you cannot basically stay with very young kids inside the city. So maybe next time when the kids are maybe a bit more grown up, then we might stay directly in Mahabaleshwar, or maybe we are just addicted to Airbnb and homestays. Who knows what life has entailed for us. So as you have seen, we have not had a proper meal today. So I was just searching for a restaurant or something from where maybe I could grab a quick snack, and I found this hotel called Megdoot, and there was this large shawarma grill at the entry of the hotel. I bought 2 chicken shawarma and then went back to the car and then we had it. It was decent. I would not say very good or too bad. It was an average shawarma. So apart from Mapro, there was Malas, and there were a number of other local brands that have specialized in creating these berry based food items, cheese, and multiple other dairy stuff. So we stopped by at one more of such place, and yeah, these kind of shops which provide a wholesome experience of whatever products they sell are littered across the city. What are you eating? Chocolate. Chocolate. What happened to the baby boy? Is it a car? Car. It's a car. Do you want to see a magic? Ooh. Magic. Do you love the car? This was also the time when Bam Bam has started, spelling out words, literal words. You just heard like chocolate, car. Then there were multiple things that he had started to say, and even whatever would be going on around in a TV on super simple songs or such other sites, he would repeat the dances. He would say whatever is being called out, whatever in the TV is asking him to say, he would call all these words out. So yeah, good times with Bam Bam also has started. I love you, Bam Bam. And he is so fond of cars. If you happen to visit Mahabaleshwar, please try the momos at Momo Point. And I was quite surprised to find good momos at this remote part of the country, so far away from the momo heartlands of Northeast, Sikkim, and Uttarakhand. Great momos. Great, as in, it's one of the best momos that you can get so far away from Northeast. And we had quite a lot of it. When I reached Panchgani on the first day, I just tried the momos out, and there were a lot of varieties like steamed momo, fried momo, kurkure momo, KFC momo, and whatnot. And the babies also loved the momos. So that's just the start of the evening food stuff that we would be having. Enjoy the feast that the wife and the kids are having. It was almost 9:30 p.m. by the time we returned to Panchgani, and I went back to Mumbai Zaika, where the bro had committed that he will be feeding me chicken leg piece, right? And there were only 2 leg pieces left, so I jokingly told him that these 2 were meant to go into my tummy. Apart from the leg piece, I also ordered a hariyali kebab and a chicken tandoori, and again yummy and delicious as the previous night. This tastes eerily similar to Bhai Bhai Tikka that I and my cousins, all of us, used to love when we are in Gwalpara. Having that same taste in this chilly weather at Panchgani, eating on my car's hood, seemed just surreal. Post that, we went back to our room. This was the last night of stay. Again, the baby doing the baby stuff. What do you want? Oh! One more time. Yay! Now baby turn. Push. Yay! Now Bam Bam turn. Push. Yay! I slept really late that night. I think perhaps around 5:30 a.m. I sat with a coke and some chips outside in the veranda and enjoyed the night. I didn't want to waste any moment. And the very next morning I woke up at somewhere around 8 a.m. and again took a stroll around the apartment complex. This time I went down to the other set of stairs leading to the road outside, and I'll just show you around the place a bit for one last time. So the checkout timing of the apartment was fairly early. It was around 11 a.m. and finally it was time for us to pack up. And then where do we go?
Home.
We go home. Bam Bam!
No, we buy some cherry pea.
Time to leave this place. I had a good stay. I don't know about the others. So this is where we stayed. The baby. Baby, we're going home?
No, we going outside.
Outside, okay. We're going back to home through the clouds. So on our return journey, we visited a couple of more sites. The first one being Sydney Point. Again, one of the highest points in Mahabaleshwar, from where you can see a panoramic view of the entire valley and the town and the city. So just enjoy the views. There are also many pottery shops in Mahabaleshwar from where you can buy various cups, bowls, and any other terracotta and pottery items. So, on our way back, we bought some bowls, dehumidifier, I don't know what else, a few things. But then, yeah, you can buy lots of stuff from there. One more viewpoint we went to was this place called Parsi Point. Again, it was only me who went there. I had already seated Olivia and the kids in the restaurant. I will also show the restaurant, which was very near to this place. Again, I mean, the place was just so good. You will be seeing it very shortly. But let's see Parsi Point for now. So this is the restaurant and resort I was talking about. This is Rainforest, the name of the resort. Again, I noticed this place a couple of days back also. But then because we are having food at all the places, we didn't eat here. But finally decided that we'll have lunch here and then head towards Navi Mumbai. The place is just awesome. And just look at the way it has been organized. It looks like a pirate ship, and it is located right at the edge of a cliff. And when I go towards the edge where we were seated, you can have a grand view of the entire valley beneath. So this was the last hills viewpoint that we got to see on our way from Mahabaleshwar towards Pune through Y. So we took a different route this time. And again, this place made me recall Lightroom so much. It looks very similar to Lightroom in Meghalaya. We spent some hearty little time there walking around, strolling on the flat tableland, enjoying the chill weather and all. And yeah, we also had some relishing mango snacks. So yes, raw mango is something that Olivia had reminded me even on our way that if I get to see it somewhere, we should get it. She wants to have it. So I got some raw mango. At the same time, the baby wanted some watermelon, and we luckily got watermelon there also. And he also had a hearty meal.
In 200 meters, make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
So post this viewpoint, we took the Ghats road and moved towards Navi Mumbai through Pune. So that's the route we had taken. Before we reached Pune, there was this beautiful sunflower garden that my wife noticed, and I turned my car around and we headed straight into the sunflower garden. At the same time, because the babies were hungry, we also made them have some food because Olivia was carrying their lunch this time around so that we didn't have to make the babies travel with hunger. And at that place, we spent close to around 1.5 hours. We did take some drone shots there. I did carry my drone this time around, but then I couldn't take a lot of shots. I wanted to buy an RC controller because that would give me a better range. The weather being rainy and the wind being very strong, it seemed very difficult to control the drone with the smartphone, and it's a very risky proposition. If the wind blows it away, then how do we find it? So yeah, that's the trip for this time. Baby Bam Bam, do enjoy the video. I mean, if it's available, let's say for eternity, I'll keep on making these long form contents going forward also. See you in the next video. Thank you everyone.